Hi guys, in this session we will discuss about before attend the Power BI interview, what is the topics we must know and if you don't know these topics, don't attend the interview. You'll learn about these topics. And this session, after these topics, we'll discuss about interview questions. Like I have segregated the basic questions, advanced questions, as well as SQL SSAS questions as well as data warehouse questions. So we'll go with these questions. So first and foremost, we should know about what is our payroll company, current company and client company name. Like who are all have a real-time experience, they don't bother about this first point. Like who has going with fake experience, they should know about what is payroll company, current name and client name. So most of the fake experience people, they are going with payroll company name. So they don't know what is the payroll company, current company name and client name. So I am explaining now here. Like we who are all going with fake and they're going with payroll company name, they have a three types of companies. Like payroll, we are working with currently, that is a current company and client name. Like payroll company is, I am taking example of Net Connect means payroll company is nothing but hiring the one like consultant, they acting as a consultant, hiring the resources and they are giving the resources to some another companies for working purpose. Like I'm taking the Net Connect. Net Connect is hiring you and they are paying you. That is a payroll company and you are working for one company, that is a current company, and your work like you are handling a project called as like you are handling some USA project, that is a client name. Okay, client name or project name. So payroll company is nothing but your Net Connect. Net Connect given to like Infosys. Infosys is the your current company and Infosys, under Infosys you are working one of the project name called as some US project. Okay, that is your project. And one more thing is you should know about the current project. Like who are all going with fake experience, you should know about any one project detailed. You should know detailed, thorough with that any one project. Like you can take life insurance projects or marketing sales or any clothing business, something else. You can take it one project and you need to go thoroughly end to end. And you need, if you have any gap from education to currently, like when you're applying the job, you need to cover like you are anyway you're going with fake experience, so you need to cover like you need to mention the how many years you have a gap, as well as that gap you need to cover, as well as the you like you have a 3 years gap. So in these 3 years you need to mention the how many project you have handled. Related to that project, you have to mention what is the duration of first project, what is the duration of second project, as well as what is the duration of third project. Like you should okay maintain correctly. Like you have a 3 years means don't put the duration more than 3 years. Don't give a chance of interviewer to find the were the fake guy or not. You need to check once and twice before upload the resume in the Naukri or somewhere. Okay. And one more thing is you must aware of roles and responsibility of in your project. Like they will ask you what is the roles and responsibilities of in your current project. So you should have to explain all those things. And one more thing is while introduce yourself and project explanation, you should create a good impression. That is very important. And while explanation or while discussion in the interview, be a confident. Don't afraid. Don't fear. And you have to express with your body language like uh, shaking the hands, eye contact, and be a body language. Good body language. Like if you by seeing you, they can have a good impression on you. So without body language or shake hands or eye contact, if you explain also, they will not feel a good impression on you. So body language is very important in the interview. And before attend the interview, you can prepare yourself by watching the mock interviews. So if you watch the mock interviews, so automatically getting good flow and pronunciation in the interview. So now we are moving to interview questions. Like I have divided basic, advanced, SSAS questions and data warehouse concepts. So we are looking into basic interview questions. So first and foremost, the interview will ask you which source have you used in our current project and how many sources Power BI has supported. Like we have a different types of sources and Power BI has supported more than 299 sources. So we have a databases, we have a files, we have a cloud sources. So these types of sources Power BI has supported, and they will ask you how much the data size will you managing, like what is the data size of your source and all. So you need to prepare according to that. And which mode are you using in the current project and how many modes you have and what is the difference between import mode and direct mode. These question also they will ask you, this is very important, which mode you are using, what is the size of your project or your data, and the difference between import and direct mode and all. And one more important question is what are the building blocks in Power BI, and related to that question is what are the components in Power BI, as well as they will ask you what are the types of filters in Power BI and what are the desktop layouts, what is a Power Query and Power Query and Power Pivot is the very important, as well as what is the difference between merge and append, what is the difference between append and combine, what is the edit interaction and use. They will not ask you directly like edit interaction and all. They will ask you indirectly like I have a three visuals. In that three visuals, one visual I don't want to affect. If I apply any filters, I want to affect only three visual. So they will ask you indirectly. In that time, you need to apply the edit interaction option. And related to that, they will ask you sliders and bookmarks and what is the difference between filters and sliders and all. And one more is what are the visuals you have used in a project. There is a common question and they will ask you what is the row level securities and all. Coming to advanced interview questions, this is very most important. They will ask you recently they will asking the interviewees what is the native query, what is the query folding and difference between summarize and summarize columns. as well as difference between calculate and calculate table. What is the tile? Have you used Sankey charts in your project? This is a very important questions. And difference between row level context and filter level context. What is mean by slice and dice? As well as difference between rank and dense rank. What is difference between value and distance? What is the x velocity? And what is bidirectional or cross filter? If you learn about these questions means, I think you will get a chance to get a job. Okay. And we have a how to improve the performance of the query. What is the incremental refresh and how to calculate running total? They will ask you, we have an issue with performance. You need to improve the performance issue. So that time you need to explain how to overcome the performance issue and how to improve the performance issue and all. Okay. And they will ask you what is the content pack, difference between personal and app workspace or organizational workspace. And they will ask you the what is the last year comparison of the sales are from present to last year comparison. Like they will ask you parallel period and all. They will ask you the in service, what is subscription and landing page, what are the securities Power BI. Like we have a securities viewer, contributor, member and admin. And they will ask you concept of data flows, what is meant by data set and what is difference between or what is the dynamic and static row level securities. Now we will move into like SQL interview questions. And one more we have like types of refresh. If refresh failed, how to debug? Like uh, we have a schedule refresh, but that refresh has failed. If failed means how to you overcome that refresh, like or how to you can debug the refresh failed. They will ask you. This is a very important and recently they are asking how to overcome the failed refresh and how to debug this refresh while failed the refresh. And one more is what are the challenges have you faced in current project and how to overcome. This is very commonly they're asking and it is very important. And what are the DAX function have you used in your current project? What are the joins and differences and difference between select, select all and accept? What are the transformation in edit query? Now we will jump to SQL interview questions. Like still now we have discussed about Power BI questions. Now we will discuss about in SQL interview questions. Here we have around 10 questions. You need to concentrate on these 10 questions. So we'll look into that how to find the duplicate values. This is very important and foremost important question in interview they will ask you. So you need to go through this question and how to remove the duplicate values and difference between rank and rank X, like dense rank, finding the third highest rank value. So we have a two types like top n, otherwise we need to go with rank function for finding the third or fourth something. And finding the reporting manager for the employees in the same table, like they will give you the one table, in the one table itself they will give you the employees as well as the reporting manager in the only one column, but you need to find out in the same column who are the manager and who are the employees and all. So you need to go with self join. And what is the variable? What are the constraints and indexes? What is the procedure? What is difference between procedure, function and view? This is very important. And one another important question is difference between delete, truncate and drop. We will jump to data warehouse questions. This is very important questions. You need to go through these questions. We have around 8 questions here. Like what is the normalization and its types? What is slowly changing dimension and its types? What is fact table and factless fact table? What is dimension table and its types? What is role playing rapidly playing dimension? What is QLAP and OLTP and its difference? What is ETL and data warehouse? What is data modeling and its type? This is very important questions and they will ask you around 5 to 6 questions from this session, like from this module data warehouse side. And we'll jump to SSAS questions. Here also around 8 to 9 questions we have. They will ask you in these questions only. What is a cube? How to deploy a cube? What is a perspective and what is a KPI? How to do a schedule the job in SSAS? What is a partitions? How to do a refresh and types of a refreshes? Like what is the process, processful, process default and process clear? What is the process to create a cube in SSAS? Like otherwise they will ask you how to create a cube and what is the process, or they will ask you how to connect with source. They will ask you. Okay friends, this is all about today's session and you need to go with all these questions. They will ask you in these questions only. If you learn all these questions, definitely you will get a job. Okay, thank you friends. Thanks for supporting me. Thank you.